y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Austin Underground. I'm Jacob.
And I'm also Jacob. On today's episode, we'll analyze Pierre Bourne's artistry, play a game, evaluate Lil Yachty's recent release, and discuss dad rock.
But first, let's roll the intro.
Jacob, do you want to hear the good news first or the bad news?
You know what, let's go ahead and start with the bad news.
Okay. Well, Mitski will not be performing at the Academy Award nominated song This Is a Life at this Oscars. This comes at a disappointment to many after the possibility of her performance was hinted by the directors of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Although this hurts me and other Mitski fanatics, there is a sense of relief knowing the song will still be showcased, but by Stephanie Hsu instead. On a lighter note, Rivers Cuomo has invited a TikToker who played the Buddy Holly riff every day for 3 years to perform with the band at their upcoming tour.
I know if I was invited by my favorite band to perform on stage with them, I would be stoked. And in local news, the 4 decades running tradition of the Austin Music Awards returned to celebrate the best locally sourced music in the past year this past Sunday.
Best New Act was awarded to a band we have definitely discussed, Die Spitz, and this is very well deserved. At their young ages of 20 years old, they have toured in California, New York, and of course, all over Austin.
And lastly, I must mention that Album of the Year was awarded to Spoon for Lucifer on the Sofa. Now, let's head over to Samaya, who will give us her take on Pierre Bourne's artistry.
Hello, and good evening. Today I'm going to be talking about IG by Pierre Bourne. More commonly known as Instagram Hose, the song and its various iterations were tossed around in internet circles, often juxtaposed against footage from Mario Kart and its notorious racetrack Rainbow Road. IG finally received a proper release on February 24th. The famed rapper/producer provides commentary on a fast-paced lifestyle that is full of the greatest earthly pleasures, all cushioned by 2 blissful synths operating in perfect harmony. But the feminist overtones are really what shine in this track. One might ask, what is an Instagram hoe? Instagram is a popular social media app centered around sharing pictures, which has led to young women cultivating a following of friends and strangers alike, all by exploiting their physical appearance. Bourne might have encountered these hoes likely on his timeline or explore page, but all the action takes place in reality. According to Bourne, they love to party with the ruling class. A philosopher of the digital age, Bourne ponders out loud what it took for these young women to get here when the locales frequented appear to be quite costly. He concludes that a gentleman must have paid for their flight, ergo lamenting the plight of the modern-day woman, strapped with opportunities, yet having to access the finer things in life with the assistance of a man. What's more is that Bourne's love interest falls pregnant with another man's child, and the rapper chides the subject for her irresponsibility. Ultimately, he wants the best in life for the aforementioned Instagram hoes, but not at the expense of their dignity. In short, Pierre Bourne's IG is a fascinating look into the problems that women face in the 21st century. Despite this access to technology and the hedonistic relief of partying the night away, women remain under the thumbs of men who set them back. Okay, but seriously though, how does this song fit into the rest of Pierre Bourne's discography? Bourne's trademark is his ability to create ethereal melodies that are combined with lyrics that often deal with the burdens of romance. His debut album, The Life of Pierre 4, is one such example and even regarded as a popular breakup album among his fan base. Bourne proves that you don't have to try so hard to create something with a meaningful, long-lasting impact. Painful Honesty proves to be a surefire ticket to success, and I, for one, would love to see more of that in hip-hop. However, it's best that these offerings don't fall victim to leak culture so that we can hear them exactly when and as the artist intends. That's all I have for tonight, folks. Be well, and don't forget to check your Instagram DMs.
Those were some great takes. Now, after this commercial break, we'll play a gem of Shakespeare or Taylor Swift.
Now tune in to watch Nastasia, Samaya, and Jocelyn try to figure out if phrases presented to them were written by Shakespeare or Taylor Swift.
Hi, guys. Off to a rough start. Okay. How much do you guys know about either Shakespeare or Taylor Swift?
I know embarrassingly little about Taylor Swift and about Shakespeare,
okay.
so.
Okay, yeah, good. You?
I'm an English major, so that means a lot about both.
So you've got a leg up.
So this is like your test.
I like Taylor Swift, but I don't remember lyrics very well. I don't think I have the greatest memory in the world. But
Totally get that. It's all right.
let's try our best. So the first one, and I don't know these either, but I'm going to read them out since the laptop's close to me. But all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Guesses?
It sounds like Taylor Swift just because.
Because of the stage?
I think it's Shakespeare. Well, actually, I definitely think it's Shakespeare.
Yeah? You know it's Shakespeare is what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't say either way, so I'm going to say Taylor Swift just to.
Okay, I'm going to say that it's Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare,
okay.
so you're right.
Yeah. Can we keep points? So what did you get? You got a point.
Okay. Yeah.
You said Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, gotcha. Okay, cool. We are such stuff as dreams are made on. That sounds like Taylor. Am I wrong? I don't know.
Like, you're right, but you're also
Wait.
almost.
Wait, I can't tell.
Okay, I think it might be Shakespeare just because it's worded weird.
Yeah. But I could, if it was Taylor, I wouldn't be like shocked.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because,
Yeah.
like, it's romantic, but it's not that modern.
Fair. Okay. I'm going to say Taylor. What do you guys say?
I'm going to say Shakespeare.
I'm
Shakespeare?
gonna say Shakespeare.
Okay, let's see. It is
Yeah,
Shakespeare.
it was.
Rip. Okay, I don't know. Your Midas. Oh, I know this one. Your
Yes,
Midas touch on the Chevy door, November flush, and your flannel cure. This storm was once a madhouse.
It's got to be Taylor Swift.
I know that this is Taylor. I
has to
remember
be.
this song. I know this one.
Shakespeare was driving a Chevy.
Okay, that's a good point. I like the logic.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
answers.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor, and it's Taylor. Of course, it's Taylor. Okay. So we've been outnumbered, rated, and now cornered. I want to say that
I
whoever
actually
made
don't
this
know.
PowerPoint tried to trick us.
Yeah,
and that
this is
is
a
yeah,
lot
'cause
harder
these are,
than
like,
I thought it
good.
would be.
What?
This is a lot harder than I
Yeah.
thought it would be. I
I
feel
thought it
like
would be easy, like obviously he's not driving a Chevy. I thought it would be that kind of easy.
I'm gonna say Taylor.
I would say Taylor too.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Shakespeare.
Okay.
Oh,
It's Shakespeare.
Not seen that coming.
Okay. Bars. Okay. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles.
I think that's Shakespeare again.
It's giving Shakespeare.
Yeah, Shakespeare.
It's giving Old English.
It's
right?
very much
Okay.
like a battle. I don't think Taylor's writing about battles like that.
Dude, she be writing about everything. But Shakespeare?
Shakespeare?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
so she was writing about it.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
You gotta issue my
Okay.
formal apology to Taylor Swift.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay. Could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Whoever put this together, I
Dude,
swear.
yeah.
killed
I
it.
gotta have a serious talk, because like these are
No,
hard.
right? These are really difficult.
Could ever hear
I'm
by Taylor?
truly guessing every single time. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
even have like a
say-
bit of a clue.
Me neither.
Shakespeare.
I'm gonna say Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
Shakespeare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it was
That-
Shakespeare.
that's
We got
it.
it. We got that one. And did the twin flame bruise paint you blue? Just between us did the love affair maim you too?
Oh, it's
I know
I know
that's
this
Taylor.
one. Yeah, this is
That's
Taylor.
Taylor.
Okay, I think we
Love
all know.
affair.
Is it All Too Well? This is All Too Well, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all are familiar with All Too Well.
There you go.
And it's Taylor. Okay. Young men's love then lies, not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. That's pretty. I like
That's
that. I like
really
that.
pretty. Wow, I have no idea.
To me, it's giving Shakespeare.
I think so too.
It feels like
But,
Shakespeare.
Okay, let's see. It is.
Yup.
Yeah,
Alright.
it seemed like it. Okay, last one. My castle crumbled overnight. I bought a knife to a gunfight.
Taylor.
This
This is
gotta be
Taylor.
Taylor
I
Swift.
know that. I know that this is Taylor. I don't remember the song. But
You said
yeah,
you
this
didn't
is-
know. You're like, I
Okay,
know this one. I know this one.
Oh, some of them, come on. Some of them were really popular. I knew those. But yeah, you guys killed it.
Wow, thank
I
you so
think-
much.
Well, I guess we kind of didn't kill it. But in my mind,
Yeah, we did
did
miss a
well,
lot of them,
So it's
but-
fine. But yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us. Back to the host.
Well, I guess Shakespeare and Taylor Swift are pretty similar. Now, Daniel will discuss Lil Yachty's recent release called Let's Start Here.
Lil Yachty's new album, Let's Start Here, has been out for about a month now. And now that people have had time to listen to it, I think it's time to talk about it. So Miles Parker McCollum, or Lil Yachty, was one of the main faces of 2016 rap. Respected by many for his unique style and catchy melodies, he was also hated by many for being the face of the mumble rap movement. He was even called the poster child for whack rappers by Charlemagne the God to his own face. But here, Yachty has proven that he is much more than just another mumble rapper. This psychedelic rock album, Let's Start Here, is a big departure from his previous work, showcasing his versatility as an artist and his willingness to take big risks. It's true that Lil Yachty has experimented with his music previously in albums like Lil Boat 2, which featured elements of trap and pop. But Let's Start Here, Yachty is more than just experimenting. He is completely pushing the boundaries of what a rapper can do. So let's dive into some of the tracks. Beginning with Black Seminole, a behemoth of a song, coming in at about 7 minutes, Yachty sets the stage for what is about to come. Introducing the themes of success and failures, this track is my personal favorite. Its guitar solos, drum patterns, trippy beats, and synths create a beautiful sound, extremely reminiscent of Pink Floyd. The next 3 tracks, The Ride, Running Out of Time, and Pretty, all contribute heavily to the wavy psychedelic atmosphere with features from Tizo Touchdown, Justin Sky, and Fauché. Next, we get the Spoken Word track called Failure with writing credits from Alex G and Mac DeMarco, a sweet track with a nice message all about the fact that failure isn't always a negative thing. The next 3 tracks, The Zone, We Saw the Sun, and Drive Me Crazy, are all great. We even get a nice inspirational feature from Bob Ross himself, which is cool, on We Saw the Sun. And the vocals from Diana Gordon on Drive Me Crazy leave me mesmerized every time I hear them. This next portion, I've officially lost my vision, Say Something, and Paint the Sky, for me personally is the weakest point of the album. Diana does a good job again in her song, and Yachty introduces some interesting ideas about love's relationship with success. But yeah, finally, the last 3 tracks, Should I Be, The Alchemist, and Reach the Sunshine, are the perfect ending for this album. Yachty's passionate verse on The Alchemist combined with Fauché's soothing voice creates something great, and the instrumentals on the last track dropped my jaw. Overall, Lil Yachty's Let's Start Here is a bold and daring move that showcases his artistic growth and maturity. It proves that he is more than just the face of mumble rap, and that he is capable of producing music that pushes the boundaries of what is possible in the music industry. This album is a must-listen for fans of Lil Yachty, psychedelic rock, and anyone who appreciates innovative and experimental music. You can tell by listening to this that Yachty truly cares about the psychedelic rock genre. He isn't just doing this for his white fans. He is truly passionate about his music, and I recommend you take a listen and form your own opinions. Thanks for watching, and back to the host.
Well, now I'm definitely gonna have to be checking out that album. Tune in after this commercial break for a discussion of dad rock.
Now, Sarah, Mia, and Caitlin will evaluate the significance of dad rock.
Hello.
Hello.
We have some non-alcoholic beverages here.
Oh, mine is though.
Okay.
Just kidding.
It's root beer. Because we're dads. Very delicious. We wanted to embrace our inner dad.
Cheers.
Lukewarm.
So,
Sorry. So, what are y'all's, when you think dad rock, who do you think?
I think of middle-aged men listening. They're out having a barbecue. They're root beer.
yeah.
They're flipping steaks and burgers.
Especially the sober dads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're listening to some dad rock.
Personally, when I think dad rock, this might be a little bit out there, but Daughtry's entire 2006 self-titled album is like, when I think dad rock, like, this is the sound that I'm going for. You have tracks like It's Not Over, Home, and Over You, and I feel like those kind of encapsulate the vibes. That, and then like Photograph, How You Remind Me, and Rockstar by Nickelback. People put down Nickelback, and they don't deserve the hate.
I feel like it started off as like a joke, and then it went too far.
I think
I don't think they're that bad.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's interesting that you say like a 2006 album is dad rock, because like dad rock, I usually think of like 70s bands,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
bands from like decades ago, like bands that I guess like maybe like my dad grew up on, or maybe even my grandpa. But the fact that dad rock is like constantly evolving term, because there's always gonna be a new generation of dads. Like maybe my kids will be like, oh, dad's rock, but I'm your dad. just wait. But like they'll be like, oh, car seat headrest, dad rock. That's so dad
Yeah,
rock.
that's
Like
so dad rock.
they'll be like my dad.
Fantasy,
Like twin
my
fantasy.
dad
My,
rock.
like my dad's always chugging some beers in the backyard, playing some sober to death. Like I don't know, it's constantly changing. But I know the term was first introduced when like a Pitchfork journalist was like talking about a Wilco album, and they got a lot of hate for it actually, because they were
Really?
like, how can you give them that title? Like dad rock is for like Van Halen and for like AC/DC. So it's crazy that like this is like I guess like a debated thing, when like dad rock is just dad rock, bro. It's just what dads,
That's what dads listen to.
Yeah.
or what you assume dads like. I mean, it's subjective.
It's like a mindset.
It's a
almost.
mindset.
Like Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam is dad rock though.
definitely
That
dad
is like
rock.
objectively.
The song Jeremy, like, come on, that is dad rock. And then also I found a song the other day and I sent it to Sarah because I was like, this is also the epitome of dad rock. I hadn't heard it in a very long time. It's Lips of an Angel by Hinder. It's
basically about him
cheating.
but it sounds so beautiful.
It's like
Cheating
the most
dad rock.
eloquent song.
Divorce
about-
dad rock.
Yeah, it's divorce dad rock. And honestly, like, in my head, when I was listening to it, I was like, have I heard this song before? Does this just sound like every single, like, alternative radio station song ever played?
Okay. It's catchy then.
Yeah. So, I mean, they probably had a radio hit with it, so.
Yeah, I think it was a hit. Like,
We wouldn't know.
We were probably children.
maybe our dads know. I don't know.
Yeah. Your dad knows Lips of an Angel by Hinder. Let
Okay.
us know.
Weezer
Yeah.
literally epitomizes dad rock to me, even though like my dad doesn't really jam out to Weezer, but there's just like Weezer just has the vibe of like an older man's music taste, especially the album Pinkerton. Everyone loves the Blue album. Everyone loves the Blue album, but Pinkerton is peak Weezer, okay? But like there's just like there's some words they use in their lyrics that's like only a dad would like use it, like words like funky, shaking
Yeah.
booty,
Shaking-
holy cow. They say this in songs. Holy moly. They say chicks. Like it's just like
Dad vibes.
Like that's a dad vibe, you know? Like that's not.
Only words that dads would say.
Yeah, it's just. Even though it came out like in the '90s, it's just like you are a father, River
think-
Cuomo. Like you have children.
I think the reason that people associate Weezer with dad rock so much is because they're all dads. Like they're all like 40, 50, whatever.
Yeah.
And so when people think dads and they associate that with Weezer, it's because Weezer's literally a band of dads.
Who do you
Yeah.
think of like our generation right now is gonna be like the dad,
dad rock? I
Because
mean-
like if that
Okay,
was
well,
from
it's
like
definitely not your favorite Harry Styles. All I'm saying.
No, I don't think
That is
Harry
not
Styles
dad
would
rock.
be dad rock.
no, I don't think that's dad rock.
Ooh, who is that? Okay, I know you jokingly said car seat headrest, but I could see that like kind of
Okay,
becoming-
Loki, I could see it, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, they did lead the indie rock scene
Yeah,
in 2018.
because I feel like dad rock is a lot of indie alternative
Yeah,
rock.
so true.
So
I was not wrong.
yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
think you might be predicting.
This is
the
a time
future with
capsule
that
for my
one.
children. This is literally a time capsule for my children.
Okay, but who? Now I'm like actually curious. Like,
Because
who
if
is
there's a
gonna
new
be-
dad
Yeah,
rock
it's constantly
every
evolving,
generation,
yeah.
every like
I
decade.
see your point.
Like who's the dad rock of right now?
who's the Pearl Jam of today? Do you
Oh.
okay? Because Greta Van Fleet sounds so much like Led Zeppelin, do you think they're eventually gonna become
Oh
dad
yeah.
rock?
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
see
that-
that.
I
I
can
can
see that too.
definitely see that.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because dad rock, I feel like, okay, I was reading this article what the Pitchfork who like coined the term dad rock was like, I regret making this word, because he was like, people just abuse it now. But he was saying like it's crazy because like dad rock is more than a genre. It's like a type of person, a type of
Yeah.
a type of clothing, even and like
Yeah.
a type of body style. It was saying like you think of you think of a dad bod, like it's just like natural, like I
Like
don't know.
suburban dad.
Yeah, suburban
vibes.
dad, like literally
Has
cooking
3
barbecues.
children.
Yeah. Wears hats like that.
This shirt.
Looks like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I unfortunately couldn't find any dad clothing in
I feel like
my closet.
you could have
Borrowed
asked me.
this
I had
one.
another one of the like I had a green one of this.
You are a dad.
Yeah.
We could have been matching.
I'm a father of 4.
You're a father figure.
Who's your go-to dad rock?
I feel like my definition of dad rock is like a little bit older, just because like when I think of dad rock, it's like what we were saying, like what my dad listened to. So it'll be like
Wait on us.
no, I'm forgetting everything, like Pink Floyd or like
Oh, okay. Your dad has taste.
the Police and like
Oh, yeah, the Police.
Eagles and like stuff
Oh,
like
Eagles,
that.
yeah, for sure,
it's like
for
a little
sure.
bit older, but it's still very much like that. A dad
Because
listens
like
to that.
you think of like okay, the Beatles is like the same generation, but I would not categorize the Beatles as dad rock. You know, like there's like a specific sound to it. Even like I don't know. It's
I feel like there's like a divide, like after the 50s or 60s. I feel like that's when like real dad rock started. to
Yeah,
come
I
in.
feel like if there's men drinking oat milk lattes with mustaches still talking about how they're the greatest band ever, then they can't be considered dad rock yet.
true.
They have to like pass
Yeah.
that.
They have to be dads
Yeah.
listening to it.
And of course, Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
ultimate dad rock.
I mean, you've got Americana, you've got the blue jeans, you've got the guitars.
Someone is grilling sausages to that.
Yeah.
4th of July
Oh yeah.
on a boat.
Dancing in the dark, playing in
Yep.
the background.
In a sense, okay, Frank Sinatra's not rock.
No.
Even- okay, but like I do think of Frank Sinatra when I think of my dad.
I think of my grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
See,
So I guess
when I think
a
of my
dad.
grandpa, I'm like Willie Nelson.
Oh, your grandpa's about it.
Yeah.
He's about it.
What about like Elvis Presley?
Ooh.
Who the heck listens to Elvis Presley?
Old dads, grandpas.
I don't know. I haven't thought about Elvis
No, me
Presley in a
neither.
long time. Just in general. He's not, when I think dad rock, he doesn't typically,
Right.
Yeah,
that's
me
like
neither.
grandpa.
Yeah, that's grandpa rock.
Grandpa.
Grandpa rock. We need to make that a genre.
Yeah, that's
Like
our next
that's coming
segment.
soon. We coined it here on Austin Underground.
Grandpa
Grandpa
rock
rock.
is the next big thing.
Yeah. It's the Rat Pack. It's, who are we just talking about?
Elvis Presley?
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, Elvis Presley. See, so out of my brain, I immediately forgot.
I'm thinking.
I was gonna say something about more of our discussion on current bands who we think are gonna be dad rock. I feel like there might be some of the like new up and coming like UK Brit rock people that might
Okay.
be classified as dad rock in the future just because of their sound.
Like who?
Okay.
Name them.
I want to find them.
Okay, I don't mean this in a bad way, but like I feel like Sam Fender, because I feel like he has kind of a Bruce Springsteen vibe sometimes. Sometimes there's like horns in there, like trumpets and stuff, and I feel like that would be a very Bruce Springsteen thing to do. So that's my prediction on who's next.
I don't know this guy, but should I check him out?
Yes, I think he's good.
Worthwhile.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a dad.
Brit rock. Always hits, doesn't it?
It really does.
The Brits are taking it back. They're coming back.
Okay. Well, that's all the time that we have for Dad Rock.
Long live Pinkerton.
Back to the house.
You know what? I think I love Dad Rock, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Me too. I love Dad Rock. And on that note, now we want to talk about a very special person, and it's going to be our Member of the Week. And our Member of the Week is Kim. Yay, Kim. Kim, thank you for all that you do.
We have Kim here. Kim's been doing great work on the show, making it a better show.
Well, that's all the time that we have today. Make sure to check out our socials.
And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.